Hi, and welcome once again to this week's Maddie to the Max vlog talk. And I am joined today by the lovely Miss Leigh, one of my good besties and fellow Marshmallow. Speaking of marshmallows, marshmallow fight!
I want to eat one.
Because we are reviewing the Veronica Mars movie. We used to be friends a long time ago. We used to be friends, but I haven't thought of you lately at all. This is a tiny marshmallow.
Maybe I should.
It's a baby. It's a baby marshmallow. It's like me, a newborn marshmallow.
To explain the marshmallows,
yes,
just so you understand,
yeah.
In like what, third episode?
No,
fourth?
It was the first episode.
Oh, in the first episode. Wow, you're right. Got better than me. But anyway, in the first episode, her best friend Wallace is joking about how she's actually a softie, so he says something like,
"You're Marshmallow Veronica Mars?" Kristen
Bell, who plays Veronica Mars, I guess she really loved that line, but she started calling her fans the Marshmallows, hence the Marshmallows.
Okay, so to start with, this little marshmallow right here, about 3 weeks ago, handed me all 3 seasons of Veronica Mars and said, the movie is coming out in 3 weeks, you have to watch it with me, so here, you have to watch the entire series, go. I watched it all in about 2 weeks.
How lazy can you be to not be able to sit there and watch a show? She's a bad, lazy person.
Spoiler alert, there will be spoilers in this video about Veronica Mars and the Veronica Mars movie.
Yeah, so if you didn't see the movie, I apologize, you are getting spoiled. Veronica Mars is a show about a teenage girl who loses her best friend who gets murdered.
It's basically a detective story, but with a female teen protagonist.
Yeah, and she's not your normal teenage girl.
Oh no,
she's not. Her dad is a PI, so she has all the tools. You know, it's ready, it's sitting there. Her dad was the, I want to say Marshall, the sheriff.
Marshall Mars.
That would be kind of cool, actually.
Sounds like a stripper name.
He's not a marshal, he's not a stripper. He's a PI, but he was the sheriff. And the thing is that she's not that normal teenage girl in high school. She's the snarky best comeback ever.
This is a little embarrassing.
Now on to reviewing the movie, now that we've explained the depths of the show.
Which has 3 seasons and then got canceled, even though they were going to make a 4th season about her going into the FBI, which would have been so goddamn cool, but then the movie would have been totally different also. There probably wouldn't have even been a movie.
Yeah, but it was because the 4th season got canceled that the fans, 10 years later, the fans are still going strong. Veronica Mars fans are as devoted as Firefly fans. Like, still desperately in love with the show, and they kickstarted this movie. I think it was the highest grossing Kickstarter ever. It was such a labor of love. I mean,
it was.
Funded by the fans, demanded by the fans. This gave the fans everything that they wanted. From seeing what she is now doing to finally getting her and Logan back together.
Oh, that scene though.
Don't go. Okay, can I just say that having the theme song from all 3 seasons actually put into the movie at kind of the same point where the theme song would actually play, and the way they did it was ingenious. Like, they first had this guy singing it on the street, and then it changed over to being on the radio.
Yeah,
that was really cool. I really like that. Come on now, sugar. Bring it on, yeah. That's unbelievable.
Throughout the entire movie, they're constantly bringing back characters from the show.
Yes.
And it was literally the exact same people who played the exact same character.
Totally same cast. Oh my god.
Well, they got old.
Dick looked exactly the same.
Exactly.
What's this? I specifically told the agency an eager to please brunette.
Same hair,
same exact
body,
hair. I believe it's the hair. His hair.
It's so the hair.
The hair is what got him that role in the first place.
It is so what got him that role. By the way, Kristen Bell is such an amazing actress.
She is.
She's such a cool person. The sloth. The sloth.
There's a sloth near. There's a sloth here. It's close. It's gonna happen.
How did you guess that? I don't know. You're so sad that one's coming to your party. Do you want to come be a part of setting up his little habitat?
He's coming for the party.
Logan looked so good in that uniform. Seriously?
Oh, yeah.
And I literally went, whoa! Hello!
Hello there!
How are you doing?
And in the movie, he's calmed down a lot, actually.
Yeah, I think high school was probably the worst for him, because
Oh, yeah.
high school, he was going through high school drama, and now coming out of high school, coming out of college, then going into the Navy or wherever he went into, I think it settled him, let him stand on his own and fight his own battles without being involved with
Drama. School drama.
and family drama, especially. It probably, you know what it did? It separated him enough from his family, the one member that was still alive, to oops, I just spit out part of a marshmallow. But it allowed him to get away from the suppressiveness of his family.
Yeah, you know,
None
and
of them
then you see him in the movie and they haven't spoken for 10 years.
No, 9.
9 years. Like, it's almost just like the bubble around him, his own little personal space, was a storm before, and it was just the calm after the storm.
Yeah.
Which is always, like, really calm, you know? It's just kind of like he's accepted him for who he is.
Yeah. And
He doesn't have this internal battle thing going on anymore.
No.
But then he's accused of murder again, so obviously he's gonna be a little, like, riled up. He saved her dad's life.
Oh my god. And then, oh my god.
That was brave.
Oh my god.
We freaked out.
I hardly ever gasp or am surprised in things because I normally see them coming like miles away.
Oh yeah, she's really good at that.
Yeah, and I see it coming, and I did not see this coming, and I literally went like this. I think the person next to me actually got up and moved after that. I remember she got up, and I thought she was going to the bathroom, but then she never came back, and I realized, oh, she moved over there. Oh, was I being too excited? Sorry. But the part that I love is when he takes her home. There was ample opportunity for him to make it something else, but he was like, no, you've been through a lot, I'm just gonna go, call me in the morning.
Right.
And then she's like, no,
Please
stay.
Yeah.
And then that scene! Oh my gosh, hi!
Mamma mia!
Mac's haircut in the movie.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
You actually don't recognize her at first.
When I thought they had brought in 2 completely different characters, I was like, who is this? Do we know them? And then we see a close-up, I'm like, oh my god!
Yeah. And the thing is you get to see just how much they grew up.
Right.
Wallace goes from this basketball playing, like, wannabe cool guy in high school and college.
Yeah.
And then you see him in the movie and he's a teacher.
Yeah.
He's actually a teacher and he's this respectable, like, he still does stuff for Veronica that he shouldn't do legally and technically, but that's because she's Veronica.
Yeah.
You know? Again, just like Logan, he found his place.
Yeah.
You know? Whereas
Everybody
Veronica,
found their place except for Veronica,
yeah.
who then has to come back to find
her place.
place.
Yeah. Which, I love how they ended it, how she finally decided to just stay in Neptune and clean it up.
Yeah.
Because the thing is it wouldn't have gotten done by anyone else.
No, it
Keith
wouldn't have.
wasn't strong enough to do it himself.
No.
Nor is he hard-headed enough.
Yeah.
He can be a little too soft.
Yeah.
What's funny is that Keith looked...
Almost exactly.
Yeah, almost.
I mean, he got a little bit rounder.
Yeah, a little bit, and I think he lost a little more hair.
Just a little bit.
Because,
Just a
I mean, he already
smidge.
didn't have very much hair.
But the thing that I really loved, because he wasn't sheriff anymore at the end of season 3, they didn't make him sheriff again at the end of the movie, but they implied that he could then become sheriff again.
Yeah. Vinnie Van Lowe will never, ever, ever make a good sheriff.
No. And he didn't make sheriff.
I actually find it really funny that what they did with him in the movie.
Yeah.
And Vinny gets all of this, like, funny, embarrassing celebrity stuff.
Yeah.
You know, you have stuff about James Franco. I think there was one about 50 Cent or something that they brought up.
Yeah.
And then Vinny's the one who's getting all this stuff and putting them online.
Right.
And that's how he makes his money now. He's not even a PI anymore.
No, it's so perfect for what he is.
Yeah, and then I love the line, he's like, hey, you're legal now, right?
Oh!
One of the scenes that I really like is the actual 10th reunion, their high school reunion, where she punches Madison St. Clair in the face.
Yes!
I love that because...
Just like that! Victory!
Yes!
Maddie and Leigh, taking care of bad people one person at a time. Yeah, so that's all our thoughts on the Veronica Mars movie. Made with lots of love, purely a labor of love.
It totally was. It
well
was,
worth seeing.
Again, it was just so much for the fans.
Totally.
And we appreciate that a lot.
So much.
So thank you to everybody who donated.
And everybody that made it.
And everybody that was in it.
And everybody that loves it.
And everybody who's seen it and supported it.
And everyone who's heard of it.
And
everyone who watches this video.
Yeah! Thank you guys!
Thank you!
Awesome.
Yes!
We love you!
Thank you for staying this long! I know it's really long, I'm sorry. So from now until next week, don't you forget to keep smiling!
Yeah! Here, have a marshmallow.